Wave, how are you doing today, man? I heard you had a
I'm
busy week this week.
I'm good. Yeah, I did something kind of insane this week. Are we talking about our weeks right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I started recording a cover of BAND-MAID's Thrill, which I chose because I thought it would be easy,
That's so
and
cool.
I started doing it on live stream, like the whole process. I was live streaming.
The learning of it.
Yeah, learning it and then recording
Fuck
all
you
the
and your
tracks and
easy
stuff.
live streaming. Just
What'd you
kidding.
say?
I was like, fuck you and your easy live streaming. I was kidding.
I was literally
I'm jealous
live
of
streaming,
everybody
all
able
the-
to live stream without difficulties.
Dude,
No, I'm kidding. I'm messing
I had
with
to
you.
restart on Wednesday. I think I had to restart my stream like 5 times because my sound card kept disconnecting. Anyway, it was really fun. I have a surprise guest that is singing on it, and it should be out sometime this week. I hope.
Very cool. I'm looking forward to that. A surprise guest, huh?
Yeah,
Is it
Nice.
you in a dress?
you'll have to wait and see.
Damn. I'm
So
hoping.
so you were saying that you thought it was gonna be easy, but it wasn't, huh? Like Thrill,
No, it
not
was
as easy as it sounds.
surprisingly more complicated than I expected it to be. Because I would say
Really?
it's like one of their simpler songs,
Yeah, that's always my impression.
audibly.
Guitar wise, for sure, simpler, I think, but it's very repetitive. Very
And
repetitive.
drums. Like most of Kane's songs, I'm like, it's just it's so insane. It's like a panic attack trying to learn her drums. But
I think
Thrill
the
is pretty
bass
simple.
bass is probably the hardest thing in that song, right? I would say for the most part. Or what do you think? What do you think was the most difficult to play?
Well, like the studio version bass was a lot simpler than the live version because Misa like spiced it up in the newer live version.
Oh,
But,
okay.
I don't know. The bass solo was actually pretty simple. I think the hardest part was the guitar solo.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, just like the
Interesting.
sweet picking at the end of it and stuff, which I never really nailed.
I
But
never even noticed that she's sweeping.
Yeah,
at the
she
end of that
does. She
solo.
does a quick sweep. I get.
yeah,
Huh.
just little triad sweeps. But it was
That's cool,
it was
man.
more
I look forward
complicated
to
than I
it.
expected to be.
So we're both gonna have a cover of Thrill. So you're gonna have to definitely dress up as
Yeah.
a maid.
They're very, very different covers
Very
visually.
yeah. Our cover was like pretty close to the original, I guess. I mean, I just made the solo a little bit more complicated, but I think that's all I did really different.
Mine was a lot lower effort when it comes to visuals. But
Oh, you were saying. I'm sure it's gonna sound good, man. Your covers always sound good.
thanks.
But
I wanted it to be kind of a stepping stone. I mean, the whole point of it was just getting used to playing in front, like live. On live stream, it's as close to playing live as I can get right now. So, just like you're in a different headspace when you know people are watching. You're more determined to nail your parts, and so I want to start practicing, like learning and performing on live stream.
I love that
be
that's
a better
where your
musician.
mindset is at for that, because I have literally the exact opposite sentiment in my mind, where it's like, yeah, for the exact same reasons, I will not pick up a guitar on stream because I don't want to expose myself like that. I don't want to. You have more faith in yourself than I'll ever have in myself, my friend.
it is nerve wracking. I mean, it definitely is. Like to do that. I've done it with vocals, and it actually helped. It actually helped getting other people's opinion. I thought that was cool. Like so people could
Yeah.
give like immediate feedback where they'll be like, "Oh no, that sounded weird. Or, try another take." And I'm like, "Cool, I'll try another take." So that was fun. I did that with the System of a Down cover, and I was like, so I could see where it could be like fun to do because then you can get an immediate opinion from someone right away.
Mhm.
Hey, guys, did you like that? And then they could be like, "Oh yeah, that's cool," or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, but I
That's
don't want
so-
them to say no. I don't want to hear them be like, no, that sucked. And
That's
then
the
I'm
thing.
done. I'm out.
It helps
It'll
you
never
get
happen
like
again.
comfortable with failing in front of people.
Anastasia,
Not
you
being
ever
so
do anything
self-conscious.
like
You know-
live on?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that I always every oh my god, my cat chewed my cord. God damn it. I always, I always promise myself that I'll go live, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram live or whatever. It's very early for Anastasia. Yes, it is very early for Anastasia. um, I always promise myself that I will go live when I go to the studio and record vocals. And every time I'm so determined, and I wake up early and I do my makeup and I pick my clothes and I'm like, okay, everything is done up, everything is ready. My phone is charged, we're ready to go. I go to the studio and I'm like, next time. So that never happened. But I always want to, because like I can sing. It's not like, I mean, not that I never like, you know, my voice doesn't crack or like something, you know, I don't go flat or sharp or whatever. Mistakes do happen, but like I feel like I'm like Champ, like I'm horrified of like going flat on one note within 3 hours, that I'm like, oh my God, my career will be over because of that.
Right. Exactly how I feel. It's
So,
just like,
yeah,
it's like, hey, I could talk as long as you need me to about music, sure, and I could pick up a guitar and record it and put it out there and feel pretty good about it. But the second I'm put in front of, like, it's different to play in front of a band, with a band on stage, you know, because I always feel like they can cover up my flaws.
yeah.
Like I got these partners they're like here to be like, oh, don't worry, buddy, if you fuck up, we got your back. But when it's just you, there's nobody to blame but yourself. That's a terrible feeling.
Like you could put all this effort into the editing and the mix and everything, make sure it's perfect for the final presentation, and it's kind of magical when you watch the final product. But then, like, live streaming the process just takes all the magic out of it and reminds people you're just some idiot in your room.
You're just a human being.
Get it right.
But it's also the thing is that a lot of people that would watch that kind of live stream, they have never done music and they don't really understand that even people that like, you know, BAND-MAID and Love Bites, they go to the studio and they do fuck up too.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and people don't even
What? They fuck up. I don't believe
well, I'm
you.
sure
No,
they do hear
I'm kidding.
it.
I'm kidding.
You know,
I'm
like,
kidding.
I mean, we'll never hear it, but
exactly. We never hear it. And people that never done music professionally, they feel like Love Bite. I had this guy who came to the studio with me and he saw the process of like doubling the harmonies and like, no, let's re-sing this. And he was like, I thought singers go to the studio, do a couple of takes and that's it. And I'm like, no, you know, and I feel like a lot of people still have that perception of like, you just go to the studio, you do a couple of takes and you're done, but that's not the case. So like, that's why like I have reservations of going live, because like some people will understand that that's the natural process, you know, and sometimes you even want to try different things on certain things, and some of those things wouldn't work, and that's okay. But they would expect you to go to the studio and just like completely like finish
Now,
process.
there is some places that are really like that though, because my buddy, he went in recording school. He said he got so used to musicians going in there and just nailing it in 2 takes, where like that these are like professional, like day in day out. All they did was train. So there is some studios they're like that. If you don't go in there and you don't nail it in 2 takes, they're like, get out of here, you're wasting my time, and you're still paying them $200 an hour or something crazy price. But you're right, for like I think for like, you know, average musicians, I guess you could say. I want to say average musicians, but you know what I mean. Like maybe not as like on that professional level. Some of them will go and they just go in there and nail it in 2 takes. Because I remember my buddy James, he tried to go into one of these studios and he wanted to do the solo over and over again, like do things, and the guy was like, nah, you're wasting my time, like, and like had him go, which makes sense that like he should have showed up and had.
They want you to have it down.
Yeah,
like, they want you to know exactly the part that you're playing, and they want to get it in and out. Like they don't want you to go, oh, you know what, it might be cooler if we tried this time on this run through instead of this, right? And they're like, no, dude, like we're not trying to figure out your song, we're just putting it on paper here.
I think nowadays people do creative sessions all the time because everybody has their own equipment. You know what I mean? Everyone does their own creative stuff. I think more studios are flexible now because nobody does that as like they used to do like back in the day where they just like go in and stuff like that. I mean, there's still studios like that, but even like pop singers, you always see how they go in. They'll do 1 take and they'll just fix it up after that. They won't even give them a second chance to do another one. Right?
Is for.
Yeah. Yeah, they really like stream like it. Like if it's a factory or something,
Well, it's like
like a truck
with
like toy
with
truck.
pop, it's with pop. They're just like, if you fuck up, we could just like auto tune this shit and like
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
like
they
we're
started doing
gonna
that
fix
with rock.
everything in post production. It doesn't matter what you do in the studio. We could just pull in, you know, the intern from down the street. You know, and we'll replace you with their. We'll just fuck around with it a little bit. Suddenly, it sounds like.
What were you about to
awesome.
say, Anastasia? Sorry.
Oh, I was just, you were talking about the studios where you go in and you're supposed to have everything done. But that means those people are sound engineers and not producers, because producer will always be like, oh, how about this? How about that? You know, it doesn't matter well your song is done, how well everything is like perfectly
Yeah,
done.
for a production setting.
How
Yeah.
about,
For a production setting, you're right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
when it's a sound engineer, they're not producers, so they will be like, okay, give me 2 takes and we're done.
Yeah,
But
that's
They're
true.
the record.
Wheels will start spinning and be like, let's try this, let's try that.
You're right. I forgot about that. You're absolutely right. If you have the producer on your team with the band and stuff like that, yeah, they'll do creative sessions with you, and they'll charge you for all that. Also,
Accurate.
For more brilliant insight like you just witnessed, be sure to subscribe to Gaijin Guys and turn on notifications so you can be part of the live stream every Sunday. And also, what did Wave have me say? You can also find us wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find more exclusive content and reactions on Patreon. See you there.